Hello, welcome back. Something special today, I think. Once more, great month this May. Didn't have that on my schedule, that there are coming so many great titles in May. But at least this year, this is for sure the case. And today, big one. 20th anniversary release. Norah Jones, Come Away With Me. What I have here is the Super Deluxe box set with tons of extras, gorgeous extras by the way. And I'm happy that I could compare it to the 33 and a third Analogue Production. That comes in a gatefold jacket, and I can promise you some interesting, some really interesting results. But before we go into the quality, before we go into the comparison, let's go through the content of this deluxe box set, which is really worth your time. Trust me on that one. But we start with this hype sticker, and this is, I explained it right away, this is the most ridiculous hype sticker I've ever gotten, because it says 20th Anniversary Super Deluxe Edition. The original album remastered, Norah's original demos, the complete first session demos, 22 unreleased tracks, including 12 produced by Craig Street. Booklet with rare photos and personal liner notes by Norah Jones. So far, so good. Why is it so ridiculous, you may ask, and you are right. What they didn't mention is that this is an AAA cut, all analog cut. You know, there was this interview I did with Joe Harley, and Roman Rabier asked a question which wasn't related to the tone ports, but he did anyhow. And I asked that question Joe Harley in the interview, in the video, and the question was, why do they release Norah Jones Come Away With Me 20th anniversary not as an AAA cut? And Joe Harley answered very dry, very nice, cool, who said they don't. He said it is all analog. He wasn't so sure about all the extra stuff in this deluxe box set, but he was quite frank and open and sure when it comes to this release. But they didn't advertise it as one, and this is astonishing in a way. Don't know why, but he assured us. And in a second we talk about if that's reasonable, because I listened to it. I already showed you the box. Then you have here the liner notes, little booklet. Nothing too fancy, but still informative and always a nice to have. Wait, I skipped one side. I think. Well, let's go through this. We have this time for such a big release. I think we should take the time. If I show these things too long, please mention that in the video description. I don't know if you are really interested in it, or am I too fast, or am I too slow. Just give me your opinion about this, because for my taste, I always like to see it. The edition, the album, and there is not only this deluxe edition, there's also an gatefold single disc release. I think this is also pressed by Palace here in Germany. Beautiful, dead flat, not 180 gram, I'd say 140, around 140. Not that it matters, it's only a tactile. Yeah, I've learned that word. Thank you for the comments. Tactile thing when it comes to the vinyl weight. So that's the content. But of course we have to show how the discs come, the records. They come in this book-like version. I really do like that. When you can open it and you have record by record. And this is the first little critique. I think only this blue, they could have done a bit more. Maybe I'm spoiled by the toolbox set, but a tad more. Then you have a picture. Here is the backside, probably all well known. But this I really do like when the box sets comes in this manner. It's an okay idea to do it. Wait, I wanted to show you. Where do I? Here that is. They come in very good poly-lined inner sleeves. That's totally okay. They didn't save money on that part. That's great. The extras on the other records, I think they deserve a bit more time, and that was the part where Joe Harley wasn't so sure if they are all analog. But the ones I've heard so far, they also sounded great. On LP2, we have the demos. Spring can really hang you up the most. Walking my baby back home. World of Trouble. First session outtakes. The only time, and on and on. Then we have on LP3 First Sessions EP. Don't know why. Come away with me. Something is calling you. On side B. Turn Me On. Lone Star and Peace. These 6 demos previously released as the promo-only first session EP. And then on LP4 we have the Elaire sessions. Side A, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight. I've Got to See You Again, What Would I Do, Come Away With Me, Picture in a Frame, Nightingale. Side B, Peace, What Am I to You, Painter Song, Turn Me On, A Little at a Time, One Flight Down, Fragile. All tracks previously unreleased except I'll Be Your Baby Tonight. Great stuff. Original recording produced by Jesse Harris, Todd Horton, Norah Jones, Jay Newland, Arif Maradine and Craig Street. 20th Anniversary Super Deluxe Edition produced by Eli Wolf. So that's for the box itself. Now for the most important, probably the most important part, and although I don't have the single disc release, I'm quite sure that they are completely the same. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure that they're all the same. As I said, this release is pressed over at Palace here in Germany, and we have a wonderful result, a wonderful mastering remix, beautiful. I really was surprised, and my first thought after the pleasant surprise how beautiful it sounds was that I'm quite sure that somehow there has been a know-how transfer from Joe Harley. I don't think he was involved, but I think Blue Note learned from the Tone Poets and how to handle this stuff. Though they didn't mention that it's an all analog mastering, but it sounds terrific, clear, beautiful dynamic. Lower end is great. It's a perfect acoustic sounding album. You know, when I listened first time to this album several years ago, I said, oh, wow, what's so special about this album? Why does everybody love it? Yeah, it sounds great. But over the years, it really grew on me, and I really do love this album. And this release is for sure something you shouldn't miss. May it be the probably limited super deluxe version with this gorgeous extra stuff, or the single disc release. But think about it. Quality-wise, musically, you are on the safe side here. Yeah, and now to the comparison between the box set, the 20th anniversary, and the also fantastic classic, Analogue Production. There is a classic I don't have, I would love to have. I think there's a four-sided single 45 release. I think there is one from Classic Records. I don't have that, so I couldn't compare that. But okay, I can compare those. And you know, this Norah Jones, Come Away With Me from Analogue Production, always has been very, very high ranked among audiophile vinyl collectors. It always has been a must-have. Belongs in every collection, sounds fantastic, and it was true. And so the fruits for this 20th anniversary, of course, has been very, very high. And I was quite sure that this huge release couldn't touch the Analogue Production. And I was wrong. It can. It can. At the moment, I'm not... There are differences. I go into them, but I'm at the moment I'm not able to tell you which version I do like more. I can't. What I can tell you is that again, the Analogue Production has a softer approach, and the 20th anniversary, in my opinion, hasn't slightly, we're not talking worlds here, slightly more analytical, punchier approach. But they are very near to each other, very, very near, which is, of course, for both editions a great thing. Surprisingly, they are surprisingly close. Maybe the whole difference is the pressing plant. You know, the Norah Jones is from Quality Records Pressing, which is a fantastic pressing plant. The other one is at Palace here in Germany, which is a fantastic pressing plant too. But of course, there are differences. Not this one is better and this one not. No. They're not that kind of difference. Just subtle differences. And of course, those subtle differences makes our hobby so interesting. You know, if you're not interested in those differences, as subtle as they may be, then of course it's redundant and not interesting. But I really do like that. I really do like, is there a difference? Where is this difference? Can you say it's better or just different? I really do love that, and as all those iconic releases tend to come back nowadays, there will be more of this kind of stuff, and that's a great thing. But Blue Note, you did a great job, especially that we now have this fantastic extras in one edition. Love it. What's your experience? Did you get it? Are you interested? What's your opinion when it comes to Miss Norah Jones and her 20 years, so fast, okay, 20th anniversary release? So, that's it. Thank you for your time. See ya. Bye.